What's going on, everybody? Griffin Della Penna here with three very distinguished members of the Canisius Swim and Dive program, Archie Minto, Lana Janson, and Sam Vidal, who recently were just in the U.S. Open Swimming Championships down in Greensboro, North Carolina. So Archie, we'll start with you and then work our way down. What was that experience like for you representing Canisius down there in Greensboro a few weeks ago?
Well, I mean, it's definitely one of the best competitions I've ever been to. I mean, I've never raced with the likes of people like Caitlin Ledecky, and just even watching them between races, it's a surreal experience, and definitely it's a big boost in confidence to know that finally taking that step up with the sport that I love so much.
I think I agree. Like, it was an amazing experience, really good. Like, racing with all those like big names, like seeing Caitlin Ledecky in the warm-up pool and everything, like, was insane. I think as well, like, representing Canisius was so sick. Like, being there with universities like the Gators, LSU, and all of those like big names, and then you get Canisius. It was like cool seeing us up there with all of those big names.
Yeah, that was definitely an amazing experience swimming there in such a huge meet with incredible swimmers, and I think we all were very proud to represent Canisius the best we could at the US Open.
And it's really cool too, because I feel like this kind of came out of nowhere at first. How did you guys find out that you were going to go down there and compete? Was it just like a week before, and then what were some of your initial reactions when you found out that this was possible?
So originally we were looking for long course meets. Obviously, all of us being international students, we need to train and race these long course meets so we can get cut times. And I saw we all had the cut times, and I spoke with Scott and we tried figuring it out. No intentions of it actually happening, because obviously you still have to get selected for it. And then all of a sudden, like, we get selected about 2-3 weeks before, and like you said, like, yeah, we need to book flights and go down, and it's like, it was a quick turnaround, but it was nice. It's big, coming off a very strong, for all three of us, a very strong invite. It was nice to have this news to keep pushing on, and then we worked from there and built, and then next thing you know, we're there and racing against some of the best in the world.
Yeah, I remember like Archie telling me about 3 months ago that like he really wants to go down to this US Open, and like he thinks I can go too if I have like the time and everything. And then I never really thought much of it until literally like 3 weeks before the competition. I was like actually certain that we were going, and it was so sick. Like, I mean, I remember my initial reaction. Like, I phoned my mom. I had like class in 5 minutes. I phoned my mom. I was like, Mama, I'm going down to North Carolina. Like, it was really cool, and I think such opportunities like are really great to have. Like Archie said, like us internationals, like we do need like cut times for the long course and everything, so getting down to the long course meets are really important for our career, so it was quite sick doing that.
Yeah, I remember talking with Archie about that, which is like he explained to me that actually we're gonna go, and like we can go, and that's gonna be great and stuff. And so I had to check actually what the US Open really was, and when I saw that I was like, wow, I'm really gonna swim there. That's incredible. So that was an amazing experience. I'm so glad we could go there.
And you guys are all still underclassmen too, so that's very impressive stuff. But you did touch on a little bit, how surreal was it to be in the pool with fellow Olympians like Katie Ledecky and realize, okay, I'm still an underclassman, but I'm doing this right now. How cool was that?
I mean, it was definitely surreal. I mean, we've all raced at national level competitions before, but seeing the Americans, the standout swimmers, it was like it was a whole new experience. From my point, one of my idols that I've looked up to for years, and watched him on the TV for years, and then next thing you know, we get the heat sheet in the day before, and he's in my heat, and I was like, this is, as much as it was exciting, it was very nerve-wracking, and I'm not one to get nervous, so it was definitely nice to kind of get almost knocked down a peg, just to go back to feeling like out of my depth. But I enjoy that, and I definitely raced well with the pressure, and but racing people like that is just next level. It kind of gives you that that fight to go further, because you can finally see the end goal. The end goal's right there just in front of me, so it's like I finally get to visualize what I need to do to get there.
Yeah, it was very surreal for the first time when I saw Katie Ledecky walk past me. So I think it was such a great opportunity, like racing against big names like that. And like Archie said, like you can kind of see now where like your end goal should be, so it gives you that like extra motivation to like work towards that. And like also like seeing them race as well was crazy. It was so sick. So like trying to be like them one day.
Yeah, that was incredible. Just seeing people that you always watched on TV racing, like at the Olympics, at the World Championship and stuff, seeing in real life is like it's an amazing experience. It's very exciting as well because you know that you're gonna race like with them at some point. Maybe like one down pool or whatever, but you're gonna swim with them in the same meet, and that builds some good confidence and some goodwill to go back to the pool and train hard and try to achieve better in the future.
And then for the last question, now that you have this experience under your belt, how will that now help you for the rest of your max schedule for the remainder of the season?
I mean, it means we've got some good competition, you know, good people to race, and you know, definitely, you know, those people like Olympians, they can't be top, so it's like now racing against people like that, you know, coming back into people our speed and people we need to be beaten, it definitely gives us that racing advantage, you know. I always say the best way to improve is to lose and to build on those losses, and you know, these are very valuable losses, you know, losing to the best, it can't really get much worse, so it's like, it gives us that, you know, that racing fight and that racing ability, which helps us in the MAC and means we'll have better chances of winning, and I think it's definitely going to help improve on areas that we might not have seen throughout the season to improve on, so I think definitely it gives us that more of a fight for MAC champs.
Yeah, I think it was great racing experience. I mean, coming off like Magnus and all the dual meets where the level of like racing is completely different to the level of racing at US Open, so it just gives you that like extra experience in the racing pool. And I think as well, like being able to like analyze our races afterwards with like all the live streams and everything, so we can be able to like see like where our technique needs a bit work or like turns underwater, stuff like that. So I think all of that like high technology that we had at the US Open will definitely help us with like what we need to work on in the pool before Max.
Yeah, that was definitely a great racing experience. It's one more meet for preparation for the back, so that's great. And also, I felt some kind of pressure being there because of how big the meet was and all the people that were there. So that just trains you to swim under pressure, which we have a little bit at Max as well. So that's always good practice as well for that.